my darling YouTube fam, it is I, Rebecca, and I welcome you today to watch this video. I hope everything is okay, and if not, of course, I give you a hug. I don't know why I laugh at that bit, it's weird. Okay, we all knew this video would come because if you watch my videos, well, if you're new, then, or if you watch some or something, you may notice that I do have a habit of exploding into an accent, usually an American Southern drawl accent. I've only had a few people say, don't take the mick, it's not nice. And I say, don't be silly, cheeky. I am obsessed and it's a compliment. So, that being said, I'm going to attempt, I think, 50 accents from America. Lovely friends of mine. I'm gonna give it a go and see how this goes. And I don't mean to offend anyone, but like I say, it's part of what I do. Not anymore. Let's go.
I never thought I had an accent, but everyone else told me I did, so I never really understood my accent. But we
Oregon. Nobody really understood my accent. Is that?
We say soda pop, and that was weird, I guess.
Nice bit of jazz.
The great thing about Oklahoma is it's really this confluence of a whole bunch of different parts of the country. So the northern part of the state is really like the plains, so people kind of have that flat Iowa accent. People always...
she's fascinating. Iowa. Look at her pearls. Her pearls of wisdom.
State is really like the plains, so people kind of have that flat Iowa...
Like the plains, so some people have that flat. Is that it?
Iowa accent.
People always know
accent.
I'm from the Midwest when I say bagel.
But if you get down south to the Little Dixie portion, it has a much more of a southern drawl.
Southern
those
drawl.
vowels a little bit and saying y'all every sentence.
How y'all doing today?
Y'all want to go to
Mississippi. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Like that. Arkansas.
those vowels a little bit and saying y'all every sentence.
Y'all
How y'all doing today?
Y'all want to go to Waffle House? Come on over. We'll go to Waffle House.
It's just like real
You want to come over? You go to Waffle House with me now. You hear? English silly girl. I love it. Don't you? Do you get excited with accents as well?
round in your mouth and you're just like, hey y'all, how we doing tonight?
She's got a very high-pitched voice, doesn't she? A lot of twang and... Hi, y'all. How is everybody doing today? A little bit like Dolly Parton if you don't even hide them there. I love Dolly. Do you?
Are you guys gonna go down to the game this weekend? I'm so excited. Like,
I'm so excited.
Great this year.
Everybody talks really
I'm so excited. Kentucky.
slow, especially compared to New Yorkers.
Everybody talks slow like New Yorkers. New Yorkers. New York. Oh.
New Yorkers are loud. You gotta fit your way into a conversation most oftentimes when you're in New York.
Well, I'll do my best. Hey, New York, all I think about is, taxi driver. Aliens, is that you?
The accent is very unique and it's hard to slip into
Vermont.
unless you're talking to another person who like grew up farming.
Like another person who grew up farming?
Phrase that I can say
Like the music.
in my accent is always, oh sure, bud. Oh sure.
Oh, sure, bud. Oh, sure. She's cool.
People from California
Look
kind
at
of
him.
have like,
He's so cool.
they say like,
Colorado does.
Well, I do that as well, actually, and I don't know if it's because I watch Netflix. Let's go back to him. I like his glasses. California. That's not his.
from California kind of have
California.
like,
Kind of like,
they say like.
they say like.
Colorado doesn't really have a
About to speak them.
typical accent. Lots of people say that it has no accent, but you'll definitely get called out if you say Colorado. It's Colorado.
Colorado. Colorado. Colorado.
So I've been told from people in New York that my state has an accent. Some people go
Illinois.
Chicago.
Chicago.
I don't think we do.
This part.
Well, nobody thinks they have an accent because the amount of people in the comments who say about my accent, and I'm like, who do you mean? Do you mean someone else? You don't think you have an accent, do you? It's really fascinating. This is fun. This is so much fun. Wait, I wanted to get back to him because
People in New York that my state has an accent. Some people go Chicago. I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
There's parts that I can hear like a little bit of a twang and kind of sound like
She's
this.
sweet.
Some people.
Oh, she's so sweet. Listen.
There's parts that I can hear like a little bit of a twang.
These parts. Oh no, that's really bad.
That sounded like Lisa Simpson.
These
Kind of sound like this.
kind of sounded like this. She looked a little bit like, not Minnie Driver, who's Mary Steinberg. She was in Back to the Future. Do you remember her? Sorry, one more time on her.
There's parts that I can hear like a little bit of a twang and kind of sound like this.
Little part of a twang sounds like this.
Some people in New Mexico have accents, depending on what part of the state you're from. People in the South tend to sound a little bit more like they could be from Texas.
Yeah, I can see that. Sound a little bit more like they're from Texas.
Really wide syllables, really kind of drawn out phrases.
It's a little
kind of drawn out phrases. You have to get into the body of the person, don't you, when you're doing this?
sing-songy, like a little bit Valley Girl almost.
Oh, a little bit Valley Girl, a little bit like that. I don't really know. I haven't really tried it. That's a lie. I do it all the time.
I'm from New Mexico, and I love eating burritos.
Burritos? Like it's a question. Do you like eating? I like eating burritos? Question mark. A little bit like the Australian accent. No. Oh my God, I can't believe it. No, I think that's stereotypical. I'm sorry.
Up on mountain. Pass me those taters.
Wait.
I don't know. I mean, like, there's cowboys. You know, there's horses. I don't know.
Horses.
I don't feel like I have an accent.
I went
feel like I have
home
an
a couple
accent.
of years ago and was watching home videos of my sister and I, we had to like do.
My sister and I. Yeah, it's definitely elongated. It's very much drawn out, as they say.
A weather forecast as like little kids, and we'd be like,
little kids.
There's a big hurricane coming from the left coast, but don't worry because we don't know that it's coming. And people would be like, what are you saying?
I can put on
What, really? I can understand what you're saying.
You gotta park the car and hop the yard and give the guy a quarter for some chowder.
She rapping. Eminem. Massachusetts. Listen to that again.
I can put on you gotta park the car and hop the yard and give the guy a quarter for some chowder.
You gotta park the car and have a quarter of burgers. No.
Put on you gotta park the car and hop the yard and give the guy a quarter for some chowder.
You gotta have a quarter pounder to give us some chowder. Sorry. Red Sox.
That's a standard Boston accent right there.
Is it really? Is that really? Is that honestly? Comment down below. Is that the truth? New Hampshire.
R would have an AH at the end.
It's kind of like
Maine.
Boston, but cooler. And a bit more drunk. Like, we gotta go up to Baja, but to get some lobster supper.
My mom has
That sounded English at the end there, didn't it?
this kind of strange, half French-Canadian, half Boston accent. that
French-Canadian.
sounds like peanut characters. Womp womp. Womp 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 womp.
He's oh, you're musical. He had a lot of vocal fry to his voice, didn't he? You know, like just talking like that.
Well, if you're from North Dakota, you've got some long O's.
If you're from North Dakota, then you've got a few O's.
Oh yeah, you betcha. Yeah, hang on
Oh, you betcha.
to your R's a little too.
It gets a little bit thicker
Do
the
we?
older you are. Your grandma sounds a little bit like this. Your mom might be a little bit softer.
Your mom might be a little bit softer. Fdor. Yep. What?
Grandma sounds a little bit like this. Your mom might be a little bit softer.
I'm from Wisconsin. Go Pack Go. It kind of gets like up here. Go Pack. I
What? Pharyngeal resonance, do you mean?
say big. I have some eggs in a bag.
Beaks and eggs, mate. No, that's South.
accent
That was South African. I didn't mean to do that.
I feel like I've ever seen was in Brokeback Mountain. One curve in the road and they missed it.
One curve in the road and they missed it. No.
So if you live in Washington State, no one ever says they have an accent. They all think they speak pretty normal, which is kind of
Pretty normal. What is?
Just kind of middle of the road. Sort of like Delaware itself.
But they also kind of have like a country hit kind of thing to them. So
that
they'll say
right?
like Washington, like I'm
Washington. What do they say that?
gonna wash my hands, and you're like, wash? What kind of a word is that?
We pronounce our T's as D, so we say like
Washington. 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 Washington.
2 hours later.
Connecticut.
Wow. Connecticut. Wow.
What word is that?
We pronounce our T's as D, so we say
Do
like
you?
Connecticut instead of Connecticut.
Connecticut.
I feel like Michigan's typical accent
Connecticut. Connect the Kurt.
is very nasally. Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
Like that type of vibe.
That's so vocal fry. Lowest part of the boys. He's cool.
So if I'm from like Northside Kauai, I'm going to sound something like this. People say that.
Wait, her accent is amazing.
That type of vibe. So if I'm from like Northside Kauai, I'm going to
If I'm like North Star,
sound something like this.
I sound something like this.
Us Marylanders have accents, but I don't think we have an accent.
Maryland cookies. I don't think we have an accent. That was all right, wasn't it?
Idaho doesn't have a really distinct accent.
There's no accent
Idaho doesn't have a distinct accent.
in Indiana.
This might be very biased, but I really don't think we have an accent.
I really don't think we have an accent. We all do though, don't we?
I don't hear it, but I get reminded of it when I travel.
Oh, I like him, Mr. Bass. Welcome. Wait, I'm gonna try and do his.
We have an accent.
I don't hear it, but I get reminded of it when I travel.
I don't hear it, but I get reminded of it when I travel. Travel, 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 travel.
Hear it, but I get reminded of it when I travel.
But I get reminded of it when I travel. Yeah.
I think this is normal.
I mean, I think this is normal. This isn't normal. I mean, come on.
Perfect neutral Pacific Northwest tone. Sarah Palin
Oh yeah, Alaska. North.
does not have a typical Alaska accent. She's not really from there. She grew up in, I don't know.
She's not really from there.
My husband laughs at me because I say wolf instead of wolf.
Our accents.
What? What's a wolf?
Kansas or something.
My
Wolf?
husband laughs at me because I say wolf instead of
Oh,
wolf.
wolf. So you don't pronounce the l, wolf. L's are troublesome in singing, and I can see why they are in speaking as well. Wolf, wolf, wolf. Oh, I was trying to do it without articulating the L with my tongue. Wolf, wolf. They're so sweet, these people. I like them.
Accents are
Aren't they
all
lovely?
over the place.
The first one.
Wait, it's not.
My husband laughs at me because I say wolf instead of wolf.
Our accents are all over the place.
Our accents are all over the place.
First one that comes to my head is a Latino one. Me voy a coger un cortadito.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't know what I can't do it.
And there's the St. Louis accent where we say certain waters and water.
Where I'm from,
Water and quarter.
they like
Pennsylvania,
to say
wow.
Hena or Mayan. That short over there is Mayan. From
Mayan.
Philly, they like to say wooder.
Water?
Use guys. But in Pittsburgh, instead
Pittsburgh.
of use guys, they say yins. What are yins doing?
North Carolina it's an interesting accent. It's just got a little bit of a drawl.
That was fascinating.
It's an interesting accent.
It's an interesting accent. Sounds a little bit like Philip Seymour Hoffman. Rest in peace. I was so sad when I heard he died. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Oh, it's bad, isn't it? I need to listen to him.
It's just got a little bit of a drawl.
It's a little lazier. Just very slow pace, very good,
I
very
love-
nice.
Listen to this.
It's very slow pace, very good, very nice.
Oh, I don't know why I did that, but it felt funny. It's very slow paced. It's just the way it is.
Cross in South Carolina, which is more like this. It's more smooth.
Look, his teeth are perfect.
I have a daughter named Darcy. And then you
I have a daughter called Darcy, yeah? Darcy. Smooth.
might have a daughter named Darcy.
And
Did
then
you say
got the
daughter?
real squealy southern accent. And then you just got the very just, hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I'm mighty fine. My name is Vocal Athlete. Put a Rebecca at the front of it. You got yourself the correct name there. Don't be silly now. And I'm not taking the mic. I did it all in one breath. Breathe.
Bless.
God
Have
bless.
a good day now.
Thank you. That was so... Oh, there's more. That was so much fun to do. And I am... Well, I don't know why. I don't think I'm the only one, but I am fascinated. Sorry, but I really enjoyed doing that. And I'm going to practice doing some other accents also. I mean, I did a 27 accent video and impressions and things like that. But it's all very important to do that if it's something you want to go into, and of course your singing voice, and be able to manipulate the larynx and to be able to change it in the way if you want it more breathy. It's all about using the right amount of air, whether you need a bit more chord closure, the kind of diction that you would use also, and how that derives and how that changes things as well. It's just amazing, isn't it? And I find that fascinating when you see actors and you realise that, say, if it's an American playing in English or English playing American, and you think, oh wow, I didn't think that person was ... you know, because they're obviously that good and trained. But then sometimes it's not the case. You're like, that's really bad. But I don't often see that now. Maybe there's a video on there that I could find where bad accents by actors. I think Dick Van Dyke wasn't the best, was he? Good day, governor. No, was he like that? American actor trying to do English cockney. You know, talking like that. And do you know what I mean? But he was all right. But I think when he was singing, it didn't really come out that well. But anyway, I think there's quite a few examples like that. So, sorry. I think that wasn't really it, was it? Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for commenting and subscribing. I really appreciate your love. And honestly, it's just so amazing all around the world. And it still gets me. God, that sounds really cheesy. Like, it's like Christmas every day. But it is. New friends along the way. It's really nice. And what a great place YouTube is. If you remain positive and nice, it can be good. Don't be naughty. Surround yourself with good people. And we'll try to anyway. It can be hard sometimes, can't it? Just keep working on yourself, working on your voice. I know, I've kept these on, by the way. Do I look like Princess Leia? Because it's actually, they're really nice. They're really comfortable. They keep my ears warm. Unnecessary information once again. Okay, lots of love to you. Thank you. Bye.